Hey everybody, it's Charlie from Daily Motor, and today we've got a treat. We're out driving the new 2021 Triumph Trident. This is an entry-level bike from Triumph. They've resurrected the name Trident for this super cool 3-cylinder naked bike that fits right at the top end of what you should be getting on as a beginner motorcycle. This bike has made a ton of waves. As soon as it was announced, everyone's very excited and starting to get some rides on it. And thanks to my buddy here at TC Klein Racing, we're getting a chance to drive it. Now shout out to TC Klein. He does BMW tuning, focusing on suspensions. If you need any sort of racing or just good street driving suspension or tuning for just about any BMW car, hit up and check out TC Klein Racing here out of Columbus, Ohio. So I have not ridden this bike yet. I've pretty much driven it from over there to right here. Sat on it a few times. Initial impressions are awesome. I think it looks great. It feels really nice from the seat. This is going to be the lightest motorcycle I've ridden, so I'm really looking forward to flicking this around a bit and feeling what it's like out on the street. About 81 peak horsepower from this inline 3 motor. Should be great for getting out on the road. So let's get on it, start it up, and go for a ride. I haven't spent too much time on naked bikes, and in general, not too big of a fan of them. I like my big old Suzuki V-Strom windshield, but I'm sure on a warm day like this, about 85 degrees here in southern Ohio, it's gonna feel good to not have any obstruction to the wind. You feel like you're just towering on top of this bike. It's a really neat feeling. That TFT dash looks great. I am a big fan of manual tacks that sweep, but at least this does have a sweeping element to it. So I've watched a good amount of videos from Yami Noob on this bike, and I do see right away what he means, that when you twist the throttle, there's a slight delay in when it actually responds. But we'll see if we care about that at all on the road. Oh my god. I'm sure this is familiar with people familiar with naked bikes, but you just feel like you're towering over the thing. Okay, alright. Like I said, this is my first time on the bike, so... Ooh, that shift is smooth. Okay. Oh my gosh, the torque is right there. I don't know how I feel about the seating position. Ooh, but... Oh man, that is butter smooth. Oh my, this is going to be a hoot, holler and a half. Hello, Mr. Officer. Oh, I love that transmission. You do have to look really far down to see your speed. I'm not a big fan of that. Boy, I need some corners, that's for sure. Oh man, it feels like you're right on top of the front tire. Oh, once you break 6,000 RPM, it rockets away. I'm only doing 60. It feels like I'm going so much faster. Oh, this is neat. This is really neat. Okay, so you can kind of sit up. I guess it's just such a different riding experience than what I'm used to. weight attached from my Thumpity Thump Thump V-twin. I love how responsive the motor is. You really have to get your foot into the bike to shift it. That's something to get used to. I gotta bring it up to red line. I haven't had a good chance. It needs to happen. For a beginner bike motor, I mean, this thing is awesome. I want to throw it around. I need to find some corners. You know, not as loud as I expected. This thing's quieter than my than the PTX 700 is, even with its windshield off. There must be something with the buffeting on that bike. This is better. Get onto something. Naked bike thing. The ease at which this engine wants to run, it spins so fast and freely. Definitely doesn't have the low end grunt of something like a V-twin. But man, oh man, that's fun. Yeah, I could see this just being a really good amount of power for a seasoned rider. I mean, you might want to leave this in rain mode if you were a newer rider. I could see this bike getting away from me a little bit. I mean, I've been riding for a few years, and it even feels like a lot for me. Looks like we're wearing riding shoes. Get right up here on the tank. Oh my goodness! Alright, let's do a little 0 to 60 here. Feel a good amount of heat coming off the engine. That's fairly normal, I suppose. See how it takes this more broken road. I mean, it rides quite well. I could see somebody wanting to make this a little louder. I mean, you're riding naked bike, and this motor is quite smooth. So snappy. I do kind of like how you can get through into fourth gear and still be around 70 miles per hour, because that means you can really access a lot of this power and you get to shift this thing. I love this transmission. Oh my. That's a lot of fun. I mean, look at those downshifts. Come on, guy, don't stop for a roundabout. Come on. That's awesome. What a happy little bike. I mean, it wants to tear, but it's not an angry tear. It's a happy, let's do this. Flipping those downshifts, I don't feel like I need any sort of auto blipper. I could ride around this all day. And the power's just right there. It's right there. This looks like a nice place to end. Good place for a thumbnail too. Hopefully these geese aren't too mad at me. Cool. What an awesome little bike. Shout out to Triumph for making a great little upper end of beginner, but a great bike in general. And thanks to TC for letting me take it for a ride. Sorry we don't get a little more coverage of it, but hopefully we can get a few more bikes in for a longer period of time, do more highway driving and kind of living with experience. So thank you all so much for watching. If you want to see more on our bikes, I'll throw a link up in the description, and we'll see you on the next one. I'm Charlie from Daily Motor, and as always, drive on.